Hello YouTube, it's me Elaine Soul. Today's video is gonna be about heaven and or hell, and basically how it's not real. Both of them, nor heaven or hell, exist. Ooh, there's a bug on me. It's crawling. But yes, heaven and hell. I mean, the idea of an eternal paradise or eternity of punishment doesn't exist. For, I mean, I have a good reason for it, but I want you to think about your life now, about how you do your daily ritual and doing what you do. You wake up. I don't know if you eat breakfast or not. Um, then you go about your day. You leave the house. Rather you go to school or you have a job. You go to one of these things. You stay there for so many hours. You get you a lunch break. Then you go back home. And this is a cycle. This goes on. But even within that cycle, you have different variables. You have different things that are accounted for. You have time. You have clothing. You have people. You have encounters. You have so many different things that makes each day unique and individual. Alright, let's go to hell for a minute. Hell is an eternity of suffering. So you're just in a room burning forever. Now, that doesn't sound very creative at all. It doesn't sound like they didn't put any time into it. They just wanted to scare you with that. Like, for example, it's called Afterlife. Why would it be more boring than life? That's like the after party. The after party always is better than the first party. Alright, let's go to heaven. It's an eternity of worshiping God. Nothing changes. You're just there to worship God. Praise God for letting me into heaven. Yay. No. But this is the reason why these two things can't exist. Heaven and hell are simply what you make it. Once you die, you decide your destiny for where you go through the afterlife. Whether it's pleasurable or miserable are both up to you. These go about not your daily actions, but your vibe, your energy. And usually, your daily actions reflect from your vibe or energy. You see what I'm saying? Your physical body only does what you allow it to do. You are a spirit. You're not physical. You're not a material. You're not something that I can touch. You're a spirit. This is a body. I can control this body, yes, thanks to my brain. My brain is not my spirit. My brain probably has some type of connection to my spirit that allows me to control my body through my brain. But my brain is not my spirit. My brain is physical. Anything physical is not a spirit. It's just that physical. It's here on this physical plane, this physical layer, this touchable hard surface. These bracelets, this necklace, hair, eyes, mouth, physical. It's not a spirit. The spirit is something physically you cannot touch. So when you die, or pass, or go away, or ascend, however your vibe is, depend. not depends, but however your vibe is determines how you live your afterlife. For example, let's say Jimmy. Uh, Jimmy meditates. Jimmy Jimmy donates to Four Seas. Jimmy helps his grandma out. Jimmy's a very loving person. Jimmy Jimmy does all these wonderful things, and he's very adventurous. He likes to skydive. Jimmy has a bunch of dogs. Jimmy has a loving family, loving wife and kid. All right, Jimmy passes away. Uh, Heart attack. The the vibe that he has already, not only from himself, and I'll cover this more in another video, but not only in himself, but from the other people who loved and appreciated him. There's nothing but good things around him already in the physical form. He can't see them because he's physical. But once he passes and he leaves, those things will still be around him. Those positive things. Therefore, making his afterlife positive. Seeming to be like heaven. Alright, let's go with John. John beats his wife. He has a couple of girlfriends on the side. He's a father to 15 kids. Only know 3 of them. He's been in and out of jail. He's murdered 3 men, raped over 12 women. He has no sorrow or sympathy for what he's done. And he's a dick. He's ready to fight anyone who's around. You know, he's just that bad person. You pick up an instant vibe from him. Let's say John passes. Someone finally had it up to here with his bullshit and shot him. All right. Now John already in his physical form has negative things forming around him because of his vibe, his energy level. It's already a negative aura around him, therefore attracting negative things. So when he passes, when he leaves his body, those negative things that were always around him from his energy, not his actions, his energy. His actions were a consequence of his energy. It starts with the energy first. But so from that, those things are already around lurking, therefore making his afterlife a horrible one, which would be a Christian's way of seeing hell. But it's not torturing, it's just bad. You with the bad seed, you with it's torturing, agonizing darkness. It's very, I'm sure it's very frightening. I'm sure. All right, but let's flip the tables. What if there's a bad action but a good energy? I I don't really understand if it's possible or not. I would like to think it is because I think anything is possible. But for this to be possible, I feel that this person has to be kind of psychotic. You know, not something happened to where the spirit doesn't function right with the brain, therefore making the action seem differently than the energy that the spirit possesses. Such as he happily go kill a family of 5. In his eyes, who knows how killing that family, the motive, he's psychotic. No one can really understand his reasoning for that. I mean, but the spirit, who knows if the spirit actually wanted that or not, you know? I don't know, but if the vibe, if the energy is good, regardless of the action, because the action comes from the energy. That's what I'm trying to understand. You cannot just do something without a motive for it. You see, I see two ants on this table fighting. I could kill them, or I could let them squabble, or I could go super far, as in to breaking it up. But whatever I do is energy motivated. If I was a bad energy person who wasn't connected with nature, I would kill these ants that I see. If I was a good and I was all the way in tune and with peace, I would break it up. But me being who I am, oh, that's a very, very, very big spider. But me being who I am, I'm just gonna let them do what they're gonna do. Oh, now you're looking at me. Oh, that is a very big spider. You know the ones that got the teeth doing this? Like it's looking at me right now. It's like huge. It's like this big. And I hear them in the woods. I really think my vibe is off, to be honest with you. I'll explain later if everything goes out okay. But yes, that's today's video. I mean, I'll go more in depth with a later video with it. I just wanted to get you like a basis to understand why heaven and hell really can't exist and why people think it does. Tomorrow's video is gonna be about religion, Christianity mostly. But peace out, light and soul. Talk to you later, YouTube.